I was born into a Christian family. My mother was the children's pastor. My dad was over the boys programs in the church. So we found ourselves going to church 3 times a week. And my dad was even involved in the church choir. And so, yeah, as far back as I can remember, music has been a huge part of my life, and it kind of made me for who I am. Even as a 2-year-old, sitting in my mom's lap and her singing Christian songs to me, and then her pushing me into the kids' church choir since she was the children's pastor, it was always part of who I was, singing solos, doing all kinds of stuff. And then I began leading worship from age 12. And that was amazing how God did that. And I didn't even know what leading worship really was. We didn't really have a specific worship leader within the church. So God has been shaping me and molding me since that moment. And yeah, I've been leading worship now for over 20 years. And I can look back and see how far I went, and I had no clue then what I would see now, what God would do, what He would prepare me for. During that walk, there's been times where I was a youth pastor, I've been a college pastor, leading a cell group, all kinds of things, and I look now and see how all of those things were part of what He's doing now. So how did He call me into being a missionary exactly from being a worship leader? I found myself working at a church as a full-time worship pastor. And there was this one specific night in 2015 where I was part of the state committee and I was leading worship. And God had been telling me little by little that things were coming, that there was a change going to be happening. I wasn't sure what that meant, but I knew something was going to shift. And I had been praying, God, I'll do whatever it is you want me to do, just tell me. And that night, I remember praying for the first time and adding to that prayer the words, and I'll go wherever you want me to go. And the next day, He spoke to me and told me that He had wanted me, basically to make it short, He told me to go to this school, the European Theological Seminary, because we were taking up an offering for that school and wanted me to go there. So I began praying, I began fasting, and He began confirming and just transforming the whole journey and telling us even the timeline of when we would leave, when we would come and stuff. So through my passion of music, God brought this chapter of being a missionary to life that I never dreamed about. And through this, I have the opportunity to train worship leaders, send them back to their home countries, and to be part of what they're doing, reaching people I could never dream about reaching.